every single night that you fall asleep tomorrow when you see me. Shit, we hustle before we can play. So even on Memorial Day, my
don't bother me. I'm bother me. I'm working. Don't bother me. Don't bother me.
8th grade, and I actually dunked with my left hand. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I got a fast break, went up to lay it in, and I just turned it over. Now I didn't dunk again for another year.
Hey guys, I'm
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. And Carmelo, now a veteran in the NBA, always a great scorer, and could be a factor for a long time to come.
Yeah, Melo relies more on skill than athleticism, which bodes well for his future. He's a very smart player and knows exactly what he can get away with on the offense, but as a triangle expert, stay with the triangle, baby. It'll get you somewhere.
How many sides there in a triangle, then, big fella?
I would have to say as many as my championships, -1, 3.
Huh?
3.
Huh?
3.
Yeah. You had... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I said it, -1. I know I got 4 championships. I got you, Ernie.
Dr. O'Neal.
Yeah, I got you, Ernie.
He gave you a little basketball, gave you a little addition and subtraction.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you,
give me a little Pythagorean theorem.
I'll tell you this. The most underrated thing, from what I hear, I have sources that have told me this, that he's a great leader in the locker room.
No.
Very underrated. Very underrated, everyone tells me.
Yeah.
I got a math equation for you, Ernest.
Mm-hmm.
E equals MC squared.
Yes, it does. Isn't that right, Kevin Harlan?
That's it.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Veteran leadership on these two teams. A lot of guys who've seen a lot of baskets. Doris, they bring a wealth of experience in so many ways.
And Kevin, as a coach, what's more comforting than to know you have a group of guys that know how to play, that aren't going to crack under pressure, that when the game is under duress and you're down to like you, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Doris. But extensions of the coach on the floor.
Well, you've got to be able to think like a coach. And certainly, any time that groups have been together, there's this collective experience that helps them win.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Melo and Porzingis, the two stars at the forward spots. Lee out there with Rose. And it's Noah in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Outside Rose. And the foul called on Daniel Green. Lee outside. New York, no good that time either. On defense, the Knicks. It's a three-point game. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Leonard. Parker's got 5.
And as soon as Parker catches the ball, he immediately rises up and pulls the trigger. Love to see the confidence on display there.
And Green slams it in.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Yeah, that's right. Because it comes off the turnover, there's no way for the defense to get back in time.
And Gasol comes to help. to the middle. Anthony, the pass to Lee. Some nice passing by New York here. Rose. New York, no good that time either.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
And it's Green missing.
Boy, Coach drew up a great play to get the wide open look. Perfect shot in that situation. He thought he had it.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Tony Parker hits from deep. 8 points for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Boy, you think back to draft night, and Porzingis was roundly booed by Knicks fans when he was taken the 4th overall pick. But that's ancient history now. I think everyone realizes the talent this young guy possesses.
Here's Rose, following the score by Tony Parker. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Aldridge. And another fast break for San Antonio. The Spurs are running. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
Here's Anthony. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
San Antonio leading by 10. Green. No good on that one. Good tee by Lee. For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. That's tipped. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
It's Parker outside. The Spurs rebound. Gasol kicks to Parker. Sinks the triple. Parker's got 13.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around.
Well, way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up.
Underappreciated about Pau Gasol is just how aware he is out on the floor, not only on the defensive end, how he'll help out, but also his vision as a passer on the offensive side.
Really, Kevin, one of the best passing bigs to ever play the game, and it's a part of why he's been the crux of so many offenses. Very good at identifying and exploiting a mismatch for himself or others. Never forces things on offense and always takes what the team's giving.
Here's Lee. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Lee kicks to Anthony. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Anthony's got his second.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. Hey, we're in great shape, fellas.
A lot of time covering the Knicks, and I think the passion of this fan base is not to be underestimated. Even through some lean years, the arena stays packed. They're thirsting for a winner.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Kyle Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in. Back to Anthony. There's the triple. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. That's 7 points for Carmelo Anthony. And Doris, when you take a look at the Knicks, what do they need to do to get back into the upper echelon of the league?
Well, to me, Kevin, it's the formula that every successful franchise uses. You begin at the ownership level, and then you work your way down from the GM to the president. You've got to have consistent quality leadership. I think you've got to start to allow Kristaps Porzingis to become more and more a part of your future. Build around that young, talented star while still taking advantage of Carmelo.
A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Anderson. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And New York making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Holiday with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The three. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Oh! That is just unreal.
When you get up that high, you need clearance from the control tower.
Yeah, I might not have believed it if I didn't just see it for myself.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And here's Mills for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Knicks trail by 18. Jennings kicks to Thomas. Here's Kuzminskis. That three off the mark. Here's Ginobili. And the Spurs scoring again.
It's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me. This high-powered offense has been on display. They're having their way at that end of the court.
Chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
In just about every phase, they have dominated. Lockdown defense, explosive offense. This has been special.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution for the Knicks.
They need this. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. It's San Antonio running away with it. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Most competitive man ever to play this game, Manu Ginobili, spoke with us about this year.
Just rely on what happened in the past, then you're stuck in the past. And we, many of us, maybe our last shot, our last season, we don't even know if we're going to have another season. So, you know, we want to do as good as we can.
Well, the fire is still there, but the energy and the ability, guys, to get it done physically, let's face it, at this point, Ginobili's mostly gutting it out.
Still, you know, though, he'll either beat you or go down swinging. Just a tough individual.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Boy, they have not been caught out of position much, and they're taking great angles to the ball. I love what I'm seeing tonight.
Here are the five New York has to start here in the second. Porzingis is out there with Thomas. Woo! Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Lee, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the center position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Tony Parker is in his 16th season in the NBA, and he says, if I'm healthy, hopefully I can play 20 seasons, and then I'll be ready to retire. My time will come soon, but I want to enjoy my last years in the NBA. Kevin, he said he obviously wants to finish his career as a Spur.
Thanks to you, that's so rare in any sport nowadays to spend your whole career with one team. The Knicks making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. 16 feet away. That's short off the rim.
Boy, clear breakdown on defense. They're fortunate that he didn't make them pay.
Doris, you've worked with so many coaches in so many different ways throughout your career. You were a player and you were an assistant coach yourself, and as a broadcaster now. Do you ever see yourself maybe back on the sidelines?
Yeah, you know, that's how I started my career, Kevin. I've always thought that when my broadcasting career is over, I miss the competition. I miss working with...
I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Do not give them any life out there. Understood? We got this.
Played on the perimeter in high school, it makes sense.
Tony Parker's checked in for San Antonio. Joakim Noah's checked in for the Knicks. Rose dishes to Noah. Lee with the steal. Parker up top. It's Ginobili outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. That's 10 points for Ginobili. And Lee, as the story goes, broke his wrist in high school, and that's how he learned.
Exactly, Kevin, what makes him a tough cover on the low block. When his jump shot is falling, boy, this guy's a handful.
Oh, great ball move there.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so here is New York after the basket by San Antonio. Parker with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Parker's got 15.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Porzingis. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Porzingis.
You know, and that was a nice find by KP. Saw the open man. He was on time, on target with the pass. Perfect.
Parker's shot is off.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
And the call will be against David Lee. That's his first foul. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for New York. Knicks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Rose kicks to Anthony. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Parker.
You know, Melo is just so gifted with that mid-range game. There are just so many ways he can hurt you, and he's comfortable with any look.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Lee. With Melodorus and his mid-range game, you could still say that he is the best in the business when it comes down to it.
Oh, Kev, no doubt about it. I think he has a great claim to that title. You know, you think about his ability to attack in so many ways, just makes him impossible to defend out there. And now you add that slimmed-down physique, and he's even quicker on the perimeter.
And Parker comes with the help. Tries from 16. Shots good by Anthony. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Melo has made a name for himself with his mid-range game, and you can see why right there.
Parker outside, slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Parker with the steal. Soft touch off the glass. Parker's got 20 points.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
Rose against Parker. Knocked loose. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop. And the basket is good. He's got 22.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Noah, and finished off by Noah.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
1:35 left to play in the first half. Ginobili the pass to Gasol. Parker kicks to Gasol. Pass to Ginobili. Back to Gasol. Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 25 points for Tony Parker.
Unbelievable quarter. He believes every shot he takes is going in.
Rose dishes to Carmelo. Leonard attacking. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got 13 points.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Here's Rose. He doesn't hit that one. 90 that time from Leonard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
Here's O'Quinn after Pau Gasol's bucket. Here's Anthony. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. He's got 13.
He's been taking what the defense gives him, shooting a high percentage, and they still trail.
They grab their own miss. Gasol kicks to Parker, kicks it out to Ginobili. Three-pointer. Nice D from Rose. Outside Anthony. Elbow shot. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change in the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
And smart decision to review.
And so a pretty lot.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. A stellar first half for Tony Parker. He had 25 points, 5 steals, and 1 rebound. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
Celebrate. You're the best.
We come back to San Antonio now with a look at the world-famous Riverwalk with its restaurants and boats and nightclubs and people. Lots going on. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
You know, he's been incredibly disruptive, and a lot of that due to his great instincts.
Manu is at the 2 with Leonard playing the 3. Pau Gasol is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And the Spurs organization, really the gold standard in the NBA. Greg, they just keep winning.
You have to be impressed with how they've acquired young star talent to kind of carry on that tradition. Usually when teams have their stars retire, they go through that rebuild phase. The Spurs only revamp and reload.
Outside Rose, back to Lee. New York moving the ball around. Noah, the pass to Lee. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Guy, that's the shot he'll take, again, if he's given the chance. We all know he can knock that down.
Ginobili with the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game. New York with the ball. Feeds it to Noah. Anthony down low. Leonard's there. Outside Anthony. 6 to shoot. Right side Porzingis. Uncovered. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ginobili kicks to Parker. Right side Gasol, and Leonard has it in the corner. No good.
Struggling coming out of the break, just 1 for 4.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. And out of the gates here in this second half, They have not started well. 0 of 3.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know about the championships that the Spurs have won, but it's their culture that is admired around the league. Coach Popovich said, I've been fortunate with the guys I've had come through here. My job is pretty easy when people have that character. You don't have to convince them to get over themselves or to feel responsible to each other. It makes it easier to have a team that enjoys playing together. Evan?
All right, D.A., thanks. Being modest certainly is Coach Pop. He chose the players who fit, certainly. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. That's Mills in for Tony Parker. Knicks have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Well, as broadcasters, we get a view that maybe some fans miss as to how hard these players work. You've talked about this a lot, Doris. Behind every shot, every play, every dribble, so many countless hours spent in the gym to perfect what they're doing.
Well, so I would say an NBA game is 48 minutes long, and I would say probably for every 48 minutes you are talking about an extraordinary commitment in the gym. What Steph Curry does on a nightly basis makes the game look easy, when in fact he's paid a price by the time he's spent, just like every other NBA player, honing their craft.
But I don't ever sense that it's drudgery to them.
No.
That they enjoy the game so much, like you, that it's in their DNA.
I think their passion and joy is evident on a nightly basis, and for us, we're lucky to watch it.
Isn't that fun? Oh,
yeah,
it's a blast.
no doubt.
Just a blast. Mills, good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Mills has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, the key to that possession was really the pass. Perfectly placed assist, made the shot the easy part.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. The Spurs making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Leaps for it. They set the pick. Outside Holiday. From outside the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. And Parker, here we go. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Parker's got 27 points.
You know, he's been so accurate from the floor tonight, really helping them stay ahead.
Jennings against Parker. And the pass to Kuzminskis. Inside, poked away. Gasol with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Takes a three. No good that time. Great D that time from Jennings.
He hasn't gotten many to go this quarter, but he's still trying to find that consistency.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Confidence, he's lacking poise, he's forcing things that aren't there, he's just taking shots out of rhythm. He tore it up from downtown in the first half, now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
And after battling a hamstring injury a couple seasons ago, Tony Parker is stepping up his physical maintenance and preparation regimen. More stretching and warming up before games, more recovery work afterwards. He's doing what it takes to stay healthy.
Here's Hernan Gomez. The Knicks rebound. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for San Antonio. New York shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And Greg, talking about Tony Parker, the current deal has him signed through 2018. Once one of the fastest players in the league. Do you think he's lost a step?
He may have, but so much experience and veteran savvy. And he knows how to keep defenders off balance, which is key. I think he's taking a page from Jason Kidd as well, working on his three-pointer to try to age more gracefully on the offensive end.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
I mean, unbelievable. Whether they're wide open or defenders draped all over them, they're hitting from distance. Tunnel vision is a bad trait to possess, and he probably should not have taken that three.
Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. The Knicks shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
You know, I think in his mind he was already going in the other direction, but you have to make the play first.
Porzingis, he's checked in for New York. Anthony comes in for Lance Thomas. Kicks it to Carmelo. New York moving the ball around. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Oh, nice play there. Kristaps making his presence felt on the interior.
It's Parker outside. Drops in the tray.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Now Anthony. He's got 13. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Gets it off. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Spurs out in front, opening up a huge gap. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know.
Ceilings are made of glass. I don't want to bucket. Flies I can work right in the bed. Bucket pushing the bucket. Carter out of the hole. Been through this. Traveled across the ocean and survived on the ship. I remember kicking hard.
1% showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Kyle O'Quinn. Jennings out there with Vujacic. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center. Mills has gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. Now here's Jennings, covered by Mills. O'Quinn can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Launches it. Mills can't hit. Now Vujacic. And O'Quinn kicks to Holiday. Dishes it to Jennings. Back to Holiday. Poked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the screen. And the basket is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Well, the media capital of the world, New York City, or at least considered by many to be that. So the expectations and the intensity of scrutiny on the Knicks is always high. It puts a lot of pressure on this organization to field a winner.
Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Here's O'Quinn, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, Kyle O'Quinn, he wasn't a well-known player in college, but he was a find in that second round of the draft. Whenever you have a player with his size and ability to eat up space in the middle, he's going to find a place on the roster.
And Anderson kicks to Leonard, 16 feet away. He gets it in there.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Oh, no doubt. They've struggled to defend with any kind of effectiveness. That's why they're so far off the pace.
Passes it to Kuzminskis. He kicks to Thomas. Leonard brings the double team. Here's Kuzminskis, and again it's New York. Size is something that teams will always look to acquire and find time for, and Doris O'Quinn fits that bill in a big way.
Yeah, Kev, it's not easy to find a player of O'Quinn's size that has as soft a touch as he does. He can step outside, pull out his defender, bring up the middle for his team. A very easy shooting motion on O'Quinn. He looks very comfortable from the three-point line.
Ball's knocked loose. And here's Leonard from 3. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Down low, O'Quinn. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
For New York, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And that one hits back iron.
He should have made that, guys. The defense was okay, but he had no excuse not to finish.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
Yeah, he has not missed the mark very often. Absolutely locked on target.
And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Kawhi Leonard.
In your Spurs, Dwayne Dedmon.
On defense, San Antonio. New York, no good that time either.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Knicks ball.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Well, Doris, to get through an entire NBA season, you got to be tough. I mean, physically tough, mentally tough. Which do you think in the league right now exude and show you night in and night out that kind of toughness?
Well, the guy I marvel at in terms of the ferocity with which he plays, it's Russell Westbrook. And I don't think I've ever seen that dynamic a player at the lead guard position. The athleticism, the ability when he gets to the rack to just it's an assault on the rim.
Confidence, too. I mean, your confidence has got to be just boundless, don't you think?
I mean, to believe that you're the best player in the league. And I think it, to me, is his greatest attribute is his confidence.
I thought Jordan was about the toughest guy mentally and physically that I had ever seen. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest. But what he showed, I think, led his team.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would agree with you on Michael. All time, that was the baddest man to ever do it. No doubt about it.
From 17 feet out, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against New York. 2 shots.
Well, going into the 2011 draft, the Spurs said it was a tough decision to trade away George Hill in exchange for the pick that became Kawhi Leonard. No remorse on that one now, though. Once again, the Spurs struck gold as Kawhi has developed into a true superstar.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 3 assists in the game. The Knicks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And with Kawhi Leonard, who is the high school Mr. California basketball, interesting to look, Greg, and all the things he's done. Looking back and realize he was only lightly recruited coming out of high school.
Yeah, and he committed early to San Diego State and stuck with them once the bigger schools came calling. The ankles were an issue. I think that might have caused his draft stock to fall a bit in 2011. Only ended up going 15th in that draft, but in hindsight, probably the best player from that class.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pau Gasol is checked in for Kyle Anderson, and Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target. And what a huge standout performance it was for Parker.
Listen, we know he can affect a game with his quick hands and getting steals, and he really did that tonight. And I thought it helped fuel their defensive possessions.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, they're playing the right way. I mean, when you're increasing your lead, it means you're playing a better brand of basketball.
Here's Rose. Here's O'Quinn. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Ooh, he was open there, guys. I'm sure he's kicking himself that he didn't capitalize.
A three-pointer off the mark. And the Knicks with possession. Back to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Out left to the wing. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Got a piece of it. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, pal. Congrats on the win. Big performance defensively tonight. How important is that to your success?
Well, defense got to be always our motor. You know, if we get some stops, we're doing a good job defensively, everything will be okay from that point on. So we just got to continue to emphasize our defense.
You know, you work on that a lot in practice, and it showed tonight, pal. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker. What a monster third quarter from him. Pushing the action, dictating the pace, key elements that really affected the outcome of this game.
Everything they do revolves around Tony Parker, and he came through in the best way possible. This guy took care of business. Having Tony at the point gives team a great security blanket.
You want to talk about domination? You want to talk about domination? This is it tonight. The combination of talent, competitive spirit was unmatched tonight. Adjustments were made by the other side, but when they made them, he adjusted right back.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.